Mine is the first visit of a Canadian Prime Minister to China in nearly a decade. The world has changed much since that last visit. And I believe the progress that we have made in the partnership sets us up well for the new world order. Sets us up well for the new world order.
We're going to have tremendous workforce availability. We're also going to have robots helping us. We're going to have a lot of robots helping us because we need it. And because we're going to town, we're building a lot between the AI and the auto plants. So we're going to need robots. We're going to have robots, but that's going to help us.
Robots hold steady hands in the operating room, and drones are redefining the future of war. Innovations of first-generation humanoids, factory automation, and autonomous vehicles have surged from private sector investment. Every one of these advancements is powered by AI. The robots are here. Our future is no longer science fiction.
Maybe crypto is actually built for the machines and we didn't even know it. And AI can easily handle private keys and easily understands transaction hashes and like how all this stuff works. It is money that is built for computers, even before the computers to intelligently handle it were built. So I find that interesting. And perhaps those of us who were involved in crypto pre-AI were kind of just like getting the ground ready for the AI systems to have a fully developed financial system handed to them, for better or worse.
This could be perhaps the greatest revolution in financial technology since the birth of the internet itself. Many Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that. Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology.
And as President Trump has directed, we are going to keep the U.S. the dominant reserve currency in the world, and we will use stablecoins to do that.
I think stablecoins could reinforce dollar supremacy, because with stablecoins could end up being one of the largest buyers of U.S. treasuries or T-bills. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden, if you are using a stablecoin in Nigeria that's backed by the U.S. dollar, you don't actually have to have dollars. It's on your phone. You can transact.
We are going big on digital assets. So Trump administration has made digital assets a priority. I've seen estimates that just over the short term, stablecoins could create $2 trillion of demand for U.S. treasuries and treasury bills. To put that in context, the number is probably about $300 billion right now.
We will take a close look at regulatory impediments to blockchain, stablecoins, and new payment systems.
The Department of Commerce is going to start issuing its statistics on the blockchain, because you are the crypto president, and we are going to put out GDP on the blockchain so people can use the blockchain for data distribution, and then we're going to make that available to the entire government so all of you can do it. We're just ironing out all the details so we can do it.
Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to reduce the cost of virtually all goods and services. It'll make the United States a manufacturing superpower and the world capital of artificial intelligence and crypto. But with today's announcement, we take a major step to bring healthcare into the digital age. Instead of filling out the same tedious paperwork at every medical appointment, patients will simply be able to grant their doctors access to their records at the push of a button. Just a button and you're all set, and all the information the doctor needs will be immediately transmitted.
Going to a different economy. And we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
If we could tokenize all our ETFs, all $5.3 trillion of our ETFs, and provide that in a digital wallet, you could seamlessly, without fees, going from a digital currency or a stable coin or whatever that may be in your digital wallet and buy bond or stocks. And I believe that is going to be the future.
I believe we're going to be in the cutting edge of tokenizing bonds and stocks. Coming. And we have the technology now. The fact that we are now moving forward in tokenization, every bond and stock, is crazy. Yeah. We should be moving towards that frontier. Obviously, there's winners and losers and all that, but we need to be prepared for the tokenization. And it would democratize more finance if we tokenized bonds and stocks.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And I give you the truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, the truth hurts, but it sets you free. But because I give you the truth, you hate me. But remember, I'm just a watchman on the wall. And in 2026, it will be the beginning of global mass layoffs and the rise of the machines. Remember, 2026 to 2029, we are going to be on a wild ride. And we have the sheep sleep. They stay distracted on things that don't matter. My people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And that's because they're willfully ignorant. But they don't have long until reality is going to hit them in the face. And in 2026, we get crypto clarity before the midterms. And starting in 2027, the Hegelian dialectic is back. The divide and conquer, Democrat versus Republican. And they're going to ride it into the fourth industrial revolution. And since we have the genius bill, universal basic income is right around the corner, 2028, 2029. But we got China paying interest on their CBDC while the United States has no interest. And remember, that's a plan that moves in phases. And in the first quarter, I always tell you, we're going to get a pullback, but this year, because Japan is on the move, I see a pullback in the first and second quarter. And that's the reason why we got two repo operations. We got the Fed buying treasuries of front end $40 billion worth until April. plus the Treasury manipulating that long end of the yield curve because no one, and I mean absolutely no one, wants that long-term paper. And yes, finances is boring, but when you understand what's going on, it's the most entertaining thing in the world. It's unbelievable how the sheep fall for it. And that's the reason why they don't teach finances in school. Now we have the Supreme Court is going to let us know the decision on these tariffs. Either way is going to be bad, but one is long-term, one is short-term. If they have to pay the money back, of course, that's short-term. But if tariffs stay on, that's going to be long-term inflation. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And since the Fed is cutting and Japan is raising, we have $8 trillion sitting in these money market accounts, and that money is going to leave and find yield. And in 2027, that's going to trigger a collapse of this legacy market, and Democrats are going to play the blame game on Republicans. And by that time, of course, we'll have Jerome Powell with a rolled off in the sun. They printed 80% of all money in existence in 2 years, destroying the dollar, creating all this inflation, and then also destroying the legacy market, so therefore they can bring in the fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And they did all this under Trump and Jerome Powell. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And in order to bring in the machines, of course, they need that black swan, that crisis. And that's the reason why we're hearing the drums get louder. We hear the hacks being done by AI, and of course, you got to watch out for the Birdman. So we're going to see distractions being stepped up, movie after movie, while they move in the machines. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids' books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, Bitcoin and crypto are pulling back. We know it's like clockwork. We know we have futures today. But then also we have the stock market flat. Now we have the CEO of Crypto Quant says retail has left Bitcoin markets and whales are buying. And this is how you know we're ready for adoption. The whales come in, and that's all we see is a whole lot of consolidation, and then it's rolled out to the masses. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And again, we have CME plans to move crypto futures and options to 24/7 on-screen trading. And don't forget the bank man. The bank man is the one who brought it to us first. We had the bank man and the CEO of CME right there, letting us know the plan. This $1 trillion derivatives market is going to be on blockchain, being ran by an algorithm. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates keep moving back up. And we know why they keep moving back up, because nobody wants the United States paper except the long end. And the only people that want the short end, of course, is the banks. We have the dollar slightly down. And again, we know the dollar is just going to keep getting weaker and weaker. It's going to be slow. But as Japan starts to raise, the dollar will get weaker. And we know the only reason why the dollar is up right now is due to the Fed. And gold and silver price is letting you know that. Now we have volume and crypto right now down. We have Tether and USDC. And then we have the Fed. Repo yesterday was 2 billion, today 1 billion. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. We know the Fed sometimes is running 2 repos. and then also buying this front end with $40 billion a month. And the Treasury is buying the long end because we know no one, and absolutely no one, wants this long-term paper. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And just like Carney told you the truth, China is about to rise in this new world order. The same way Swift is telling you a new era for these international payments is on the horizon. The IMF telling you cash is over, the cashless society is coming in. We hear it from the horse's mouth time and time again. It's just whether you want to accept it. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. Not because it's not there, because they want to reject the truth. And we have West Virginia introduces bill allowing state treasury to invest up to 10% in precious metals and digital assets with market cap exceeding $750 billion. And remember, over time, we've had plenty of states trying to make gold and silver legal tender. And if you have gold and silver, you can easily do what? Get a loan on those assets, and that means tokenization and using gold and silver as your collateral. And remember, the crypto teacher tells you. And we have Goldman Sachs CEO says the firm has spent a lot of time on tokenization, stablecoins, and prediction markets in their latest earnings call. And we know for a fact Goldman Sachs has had their hands on Coinbase and Circle. They've been here from the beginning. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have South Korea approves tokenized securities framework in key legislative hearing. And we know in Korea, gaming is ridiculous. And in their gaming, they were already using tokenization for over 10 years. They had gaming on blockchain back in 1999. So again, we know the emerging markets are way ahead of the West. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, and they have a whole lot more upside when it comes to this new digital economy. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs down as I'm doing this video. XRP also down. Solana is slightly up. And we had Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana ETFs yesterday. All had net inflows. Now we have Belgium's second largest bank, KBC, becomes the first Belgian bank to offer Bitcoin Ethereum trading through its Bolero platform starting mid-February under MyCard. And we can clearly see in 2026 the big banks will bring Bitcoin and crypto to the masses. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have MetaMask has launched native Tron support on mobile and extension. Also, we have Google Play to block unregistered overseas crypto exchange and wallet apps in South Korea without vast registration. Now we have major lender Newrez announces plan to recognize crypto assets for mortgage qualification without liquidation in the U.S. launching in February. And that's a great thing if you have to. But of course, if you want to keep what you have behind the scenes, you definitely don't want to put it on a mortgage application. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Lemon launches Argentina's first Bitcoin-backed Visa credit card, letting users borrow pesos without selling their Bitcoin. And we know that is all about fees. And when it comes to the fourth industrial revolution, it's going to be all about holding your investments long term. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have State Street launches digital asset platform offering institutional clients infrastructure for tokenized assets. And again, we're seeing all the big banks coming from behind the curtain, pushing this tokenized economy. And this lets you know they're about to flip the switch, and we're going to move fast forward. And by the time the sheep wake up, the machines would have taken over the economy. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Ripple invest $150 million LMAX Group to roll out RLUSD for institutional margin and settlement. And we know with stablecoins, this makes trading seamless, unlocking billions and even trillions of dollars of liquidity. And then lastly, we have Interactive Brokers is rolling out 24/7 funding with USDC with Ripple and PayPal stablecoins expected next week. And again, we'll slowly see all these big exchanges adding stable coins because it's going to speed up transactions 24/7. And with smart contracts, these stable coins are programmable. And adding these stable coins is just the foundation. They'll be able to pay out dividends daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, however you want it. But we can clearly see the crypto economy merging in with the legacy economy. And again, crypto is going to take the blame for the legacy market, and that's the fall of America to Babylon, the rise of China the dragon with the digital yuan backed by that digital SDR and this digital economy. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Tam save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.